I would like to request Ishan Ahmad to kindly present his speech that he is going to present in Agora International Competition.
Yes. Yes. A very happy good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myself Ishan Ahmed, a student of GRADUATE from Assam, India. So today I'm here to present a humorous speech. So today's my humorous speech's title is A Way Out. A Way Out. Yes, here I start. In 1697, the English playwright William Conrad wrote those famous words, "Hell had no fury like a woman Scott." Today, not much has changed. A year ago, I was roaming with my two friends. We were enjoyed. My first friend spoke. Last night, my sister and I had a big fight, and it was and when it was over, my mom locked me and out of the bedroom. My other friend thought, last day my sister and I had a big fight, and when it was over, my mom locked me and out of the house. I look at them. Last night, my sister and I had a big fight. And when it was over, he came. My friends were astounded. They sit hide under the bed all night, you coward. Come out and fight like a man. All you men out there who know just how tight it is after ends. I lay in bed pondering our predicament. I mean, on top of the bed. Where did we go wrong? What was our mistake? That is equate to me. Maybe men aren't the problem. Maybe all they need is a little direction. But how we give it? Then I had a mad idea. We evaluate each other all the times. The next time my sister got angry, I evaluate him. I was able to test my theory the following week. I gone out, lost track of time, and came home very late. And I forget to call her. When I opened the door, she was waiting. Then she thought, having lost your mind, and he proceeded to stare into me for 10 minutes. I watched it, I listened, I took notes. When he finished, he looked at me. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? I took a deep breath and began. Sister, that was traffic problem. I am going to tell you some things that I particularly like, and then I will point out some areas where I think you could improve. So your like it is your facial expression is fantastic, and your improved areas is the time 10 minutes is too very long. When you are angry, we see red. So you probably did not notice this card after 7 minutes. Some month later, we will participate in the sister and brother competition. And so the rule is one sister is speaking and brother is evaluate. And we won this sister brother trophy. So guys, unless few sisters gets angry, there is a way out, and it is not under your bed. Listen to her, evaluate what she is saying, and never forget that she just might to have a point. So, my dear friends, this is my humorous speech. So, I hope all of you enjoying my this speech. So, thank you everyone. Have a nice day.
Okay, Ishan, thank you very much. Uh, my little advice is on your speech that please give some space to the people to ponder upon and to laugh, and sometimes like fight, fout. So just think of the word and then speak. We had a fight. Okay, initially in the beginning you said that they had fought. They had a fout. And again, by the end of this session, we will ask you to deliver once again. Meanwhile, you can just recall those points in the mind. Okay, so now the topic you must be thinking, what is the topic for the next speech is? A fantasy is a make-believe story. Like you are narrating the fantasy story, but it seems that it is a real and true story. So next time you have to prepare a story that may not have happened with you, but it seems like people will think that yes, it has happened to you. That is make believe, like people will be forced to believe on this. So this is for next time. Abdur Rahman, will you prepare a story like this? Any fantasy that is make believe story, like people will be forced to believe in that. I'm going to share this in the group as well. Okay, so right now I will be sending you in the breakout room, three of you. There you discuss about this, about the topic given. That a story, fantasy story that seems to be a real story. Okay. So we have created rooms. There are 2 rooms. Okay, so before going to the room, we have to say, Khulja Sim Sim. What do we have to say? Yes, and you said Khulja Sim Sim and it's open. You can join. And when you join, please discuss about the story that seems to be real, fantasy story that seems to be, yeah. Asna Saab, Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam, ma'am. I'm fine. Alhamdulillah.
Asna, so now we are going to the second phase of this public speaking, and I request you that 3 days what we have at Agora Speakers Forum, you please attend those 3 days program. Those are going to be very, very beneficial. You will listen to some of the world renowned speakers, and that always gives us motivation that how we have to speak in our lives. So this is my request to all the students here to please go and then watch them on 18th, 19th and 22nd. And then Tuesday when we are coming here, assembling here, the topic given for you is a fantasy is a make-believe story. So you have to tell a story that is based on fantasy, but it seems that, okay, that is a real story. So that story you have to write first, and then you have to tell the story on Thursday in the group. Right now, students who are in the breakout room for the discussion, please one by one tell me what did you discuss in the breakout room. Yes, Abdurrahman, tell.
About me, I don't decide it. Ishan bhaiya, I decided.
Ishan was with you and he did not join?
He joined. But I know he is 10. He's telling story. New day, new way.
Okay, so now Sana, you tell me what did you discuss?
Yes, ma'am. Shall I tell what did I discuss?
Yes. What did you discuss in the breakout room? Who was with you there?
Nadia Khan and Maria Shams was me.
Okay, so what did you discuss in the breakout room?
I discussed it just speech.
Which type of speech you are going to deliver that you discussed?
I know speech on this science.
Okay. So you have to write your own story, my dear, and that story you are going to tell.
Okay. It is for the storytelling contest.
Yes, it is a storytelling, but story has to be fantasy. You have to tell them in such a way that it looks real. Okay, so now who else is going to share? Nadia, would you like to share? Ishan, would you like to share? Why don't you
Yes,
switch on your videos? If you are not switching on the video, you cannot join the class.
ma'am, we have discussed about the topic, that what is in the topic and how we write the story.
Okay. So now let us listen to the beautiful speech, and I hope that this speech is going to inspire you a lot.
Hello, I'm Severin Suzuki speaking for ECHO, the Environmental Children's Organization. We're a group of 12 and 13-year-olds trying to make a difference. Vanessa Seti, Morgan Geisler, Michelle Quigg, and me. We've raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles to tell you adults you must change your ways. Coming up here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I'm afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago, we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. Did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? All this is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time we want and all the solutions. I'm only a child and I don't have all the solutions. But I want you to realize neither do you. You don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. You don't know how to bring the salmon back up a dead stream. You don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. And you can't bring back the forests that once grew where there is now a desert. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. Here, you may be delegates of your government, business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians, but really, your mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. In my anger, I am not blind, and in my fear, I am not afraid of telling the world how I feel. In my country, we make so much waste. We buy and throw away, buy and throw away, buy and throw away, and yet northern countries will not share with the needy. Even when we have more than enough, we are afraid to share. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth. In Canada, we live the privileged life with plenty of food, water, and shelter. We have watches, bicycles, computers, and television sets. The list could go on for 2 days. 2 days ago here in Brazil, we were shocked when we spent time with some children living on the streets. This is what one child told us. I wish I was rich. And if I were, I would give all the street children food, clothes, medicines, shelter, and love and affection. If a child on the streets who has nothing is willing to share, why are we who have everything still so greedy? I can't stop thinking that these are children my own age, that it makes a tremendous difference where you are born. That I could be one of those children living in the favelas of Rio. I could be a child starving in Somalia, or a victim of war in the Middle East, or a beggar in India. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, and finding treaties, what a wonderful place this earth would be. At school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others, to work things out, to respect others, to clean up our mess, not to hurt other creatures, to share, not be greedy. Then why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do? Do not forget why you are attending these conferences, who you're doing this for. We are your own children. You are deciding what kind of a world we are growing up in. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying, everything's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world, and we're doing the best we can. But I don't think you can say that to us anymore. Are we even on your list of priorities? My dad always says, you are what you do, not what you say. Well, what you do makes me cry at night. You grown-ups say you love us, but I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words. Thank you.
See, what is the main beauty of this speech is that the speech is written by the girl herself, and it is like she was speaking from the heart. So whenever you write any speech, you please make sure that you are writing your own feelings, your own words. It's not like cut paste from internet. If you are delivering that speech will not get any appreciation, and people will come to know immediately that you have taken it somewhere from somewhere. So write small sentences, beautiful sentences, simple sentences, but write your own sentence that you try your level best to do next time when you are doing this. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then. Thank you very much, everyone. Now we will meet next time, inshallah, with beautiful
Excuse me, ma'am.
fantasy stories. Yes.
Ma'am, can you just tell more about the topic because I didn't understood it.
The topic is that you have to write a fantasy story that seems as real. Story. It is a story writing, and then you have to deliver the story. So you have to write a story that is not necessarily your own story. It should be any fictitious story, but that seems like apparently when we are listening, it seems that it is a real story.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then Abdul Rahman, did you understand? Sana, did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Nadia, Ishan, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, but is it tough?
It's on Thursday, and then for 3 days, Agora's competition, please you all attend. It is going to be very beneficial for all of us.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Such a tough topic. Sure, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Sana?
Are you going to organize the competition?
Yes, yes, it is going to be competition. The
Yes,
storytelling is a competition.